Hello, welcome to ThriveGroups. We're glad to have you with us this week, and we are in week number 2 of our series, Lesser Known, where we're taking a look at some of the lesser known parables that Jesus told. Before we jump in, though, we got a couple things we'd like to go over every week, and the first is that we want to encourage everyone to contribute, everyone to participate, but no one to dominate. So share your stories, but make sure you leave room for everybody else to do the same. Secondly, we start on time, we end on time. So once the group's over, you can hang out for a little bit if you want to, but let's stay respectful of the locations that we are in. So that being said, we're going to jump right into what is something you saved up for and bought. Something you saved up for. For me, I think it was the first major purchase that I made. I was a teenager and had been saving up, and I was really into mountain biking. I had a hand-me-down mountain bike, and I wanted something nice, and I researched, I studied, I went to like every bike shop I could go to, finally found, what I felt was the best bike for the buck. And I spent, I think it was like $550 or something like this on this mountain bike. And man, it was just exciting to save up for it and then finally get it to purchase it. But what about you? What's something that you had to save up for and you bought? Okay, we're going to read here from the Gospel according to Luke. And we're going to read the parable. This is going to be Luke 12:13 through 31. And then we're going to discuss it. So whatever stands out to you, make note of it so that way we can talk about it in a few minutes. So it says, "Then someone called from the crowd, 'Teacher, please tell my brother to divide our father's estate with me.' Jesus replied, 'Friend, who made me a judge over you to decide such things as that?' Then he said, 'Beware. Guard against every kind of greed. Life is not measured by how much you own.' Then he told them a story. A rich man had a fertile farm that produced fine crops. And he said to himself, 'What should I do? I don't have room for all of my crops.' Then he said, 'I know. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger barns. Then I'll have room enough to store all my wheat and other goods. And I'll sit back and I'll say to myself, my friend, you have enough stored away for years to come. Now take it easy and eat and drink and be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, you will die this very night. Then who will get everything you worked for?' Yes, a person is a fool to store up earthly wealth, but not have a rich relationship with God." So let's take a few moments and discuss what stood out to you in those verses. Okay, so next question here is this. Tell about something that you really wanted. This is maybe a material thing, something that you really, really wanted. For me, it was for years and years. I always wanted a boat. Had some great memories of boating when I was a kid and just wanted a boat. Was always looking at them, researching them, trying to find one I could afford. Eventually, I ended up getting one, but it took years and years and years. So that was something that I wanted. But what's something that maybe you've wanted, some material thing like that? Next question is, share about a time you were focused on money. Maybe this is in the past. Maybe it's right now. I don't know. Let's just be honest. Let's be real. We want real conversation here. Don't sugarcoat it. Let's talk about real. For me, one time that I was super focused on money was around the time my firstborn was born, Belle. When she was born, because my wife had been working, and then we decided she was going to stay home with the baby, and so I was super focused on money. How do I make more money? How do I get money? How do I invest money? How do I take care of my family on one income and such things as that? Was super focused on it for a while. Tried a lot of crazy things during that time, but I was really focused on. Honestly, probably I was more focused on it than I should have been. But how about you? Was there a time in your life, or maybe present, that you're really focused on money? Next question is this. What are some things that you can invest in God's kingdom? How can you invest in God's kingdom? How do we store up treasures in heaven, not just treasures here on this earth? Let's take a few moments to talk about that. Well, thank you so much for joining us today for our Thrive group. We're going to take a few moments now. We're going to close in prayer. There's power when we pray together and pray for each other. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to pray. It doesn't have to be fancy, but want to give each person an opportunity to say a few words of prayer. Maybe pray for somebody in the group. Maybe pray for a loved one. Whatever is on your heart. And then when you're done, you can say amen. The next person will go. And then ultimately, the leader will close it up. So again, Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's close in prayer.